Okay, so I don't want to say anything so personal because some things I'm still trying to figure out, and it does feel two-faced to be saying certain things on the internet when some stuff is kind of like feels like I don't know if I want to be sharing it when it's kind of so tender and so kind of hard to deal with. But I had to drink my tea. I have to get beyond this room, this address, this place. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that. um, I had a really messed up situation today. And maybe I won't say it's really. I'm not gonna be hyperbolic about it, but it was bad enough where I had taken off a day from my own job where I'm literally a cashier scanning groceries. That's where magna cum laude gets you. Scanning groceries, which I'm working to get out of this. Because again, I said I only start to see my potential after I start to work through my traumatic experiences and connect this not reaching your potential, this generational aspect where my mom actually did the same thing working at Goodwill or the airport, telemarketing, where she had her business for a couple of years. But did you know she went to business school? So that would be where I get my math acumen from. And she almost finished law school, but there's she was a few credits short because of a childcare issue. Let's just say it that way. So she couldn't make it to that class or exam or something, and never went back. I'm still analyzing these things that I am learning, have learned, and know. So I'm not going to give any type of analysis of the information. But I had this fashion show, and look, I'm watching all these videos of Vanakyai, who is just glorious and gorgeous, and I will be like, oh gosh, here I am, this old woman trying to model. This is for somebody like this. Here I am, this old woman in a ballet company. It's for somebody like this. And I don't have really any family support, very little. The immediate family is better than the extended family. Yesterday in line, as I was scanning a bunch of groceries, there was a couple that was like, oh yeah, we're getting this for our nephews. They're my love. And they just told me their situation, which would be why their aunt and uncle would be getting groceries for them. It was a pretty dire situation. But just to see them say that, and it's just actually started. Here I am crying to random mofos like, I don't know you, ho. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse my language. I just sometimes just get a little comfortable. Um, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I write down these things. I call it like I write down when I see people talking about like relatives and stuff like that. Nope, that's not it. So I don't know where I put it. But I write these things down, and I write down things so I can kind of recognize the things that I didn't have growing up, and it can recognize soul wound meets where I can kind of like start to articulate these things by kind of when I see it and feel it and heal it. And so that was one of the things I wrote down. I think I wrote it down this morning. But it hurts when I go to a fashion show with the intention of being able to participate in this festival for the country of Kenya. And I'll share a couple of photos. The pictures were real. The outfit was nice, um, but I never did anything. I never walked. I never. No, I was like one of a few people to show up. One person left. Then the second person thought because there's only two people left, there's no point in her, excuse me, doing it too. And other people just didn't show up. And I took a day off of this stupid unjob to be there. I could have been making money and like just wasted all of my time, and there was no real acknowledgement of the imposition that it had been on me to be there at this unpaid thing. I won't give details about the person or people because, I know that they were trying to do what they, trying to make it work. But I'm just saying at the very least that is like the right thing to do. Damn, acknowledge me. I know it was difficult for you, but I also had a difficult time being there. So note to self, acknowledge people. So that's all. Stuff like this, I don't know if Act 1's going to work. I don't know if Act 2's going to work. But I'm still underground. So let me go ahead and pause this and go ahead and share a couple of the photos, upload it, and get on with the day. I'm glad I vented for that moment. And, if there are any other anti heroes out there, hello. Let me go.